Hello friends, today we'll solve a problem on a bar element is subjected to a distributed load. I'll read the question. Figure shows a bar subjected to uniform distributed load P naught. Take E is equals to 70 gigapascal. Area of cross section A is equals to 10 to the power of 4 mm square. Determine the nodal displacement and stress in a element. You can see here uniformly distributed load on a bar element P naught is equals to 100 Newton per meter and length of the bar element is given 1200 millimeter. We need to determine a nodal displacement Q is equals to question mark and stress sigma is equals to question mark. Given problem, I'll take this data P naught is equals to 100 Newton per meter. I'll convert in terms of a millimeter, length in millimeter, area of cross section in millimeter, all the units in terms of a millimeter. So 100 Newton per meter is equals to 100 divided by 1000 Newton per millimeter square. 1 Newton per meter is equals to 1 by 1000 Newton per millimeter. This will be equals to 100 into 10 to the power of minus 3 is equals to zero point 0.1 Newton per millimeter. This much load has been applied on a bar. Young's modulus 70 gigapascal. Convert in terms of a megapascal. 70 into 10 to the power of 3 megapascal. Then rearrange that in terms of a 10 to the power of 5 megapascals. Area of cross section 10 to the power of 4 mm square. Here I have taken as it is the given data, and length 1200 mm. We need to find the displacement and stress. Step number 1 of finite element method. I'll convert that FE model. We have a two nodes, node number 1 and node number 2. Here node number 1 and node number 2. The distributed load on a bar element, I have written here a distributed load on a element number 1, what we have, that is equals to P naught Newton per meter, and length of the element L. At node number 1 the displacement considered as a Q1, at node number 2 Q2, bar representation along x axis. Then node number 1 is a fixed Q1 is equals to 0 and Q2 is equals to question mark, which we have to find. Step number 2 of finite element method is the elemental stiffness matrix, that is a K is equals to AE divided by LE 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. Consider a element E is equals to 1 here, then this equation is yields to this one K1 A1 E1 L1 1 minus 1 minus 1 1. Substitute this value from a given data. We have a 10 to the power of 4 into 0.7 into 10 to the power of 5 divided by 1200. The value of this calculated is equals to 5.83 into 10 to the power of 5. This 5.83 is a multiply inside this matrix, then this matrix is equals to the 10 to the power of 5 taken common, then 5.83 minus 5.83 minus 5.83 plus 5.83. We have only a single element of a bar element, then the global stiffness matrix of a bar element is equals to elemental stiffness matrix. From figure only one element, then the global stiffness matrix is equals to elemental stiffness matrix. We have here K is equals to K1, then the same value copy here. After a global stiffness matrix, global displacement vector, we found that Q is equals to Q1 Q2. We have here the given element in terms of FE model. At node number 1 Q1, at node number 2 Q2. Each node has a 1 degree of freedom. Then global force vector at node number 1 F1, at node number 2 F2. Force has been applied here as a distributed load. For a distributed load, the equation is equals to P naught L by 2 1 1. Then P naught is given, that P naught is equals to 100 Newton per meter, that is equals to 0.1 millimeter. Substitute that 0.1 millimeter in the equation, and the length of the element is 1200 mm divided by 2. The value of this is equals to 60. Then multiply inside the matrix, we get this 60 and 60. The units of force is in Newton. How it becomes in Newton? We have that idea. Load has applied, P naught is equals to Newton per millimeter. Length L is equals to millimeter. P naught into L, which is equals to Newton per millimeter into millimeter. Then millimeter get cancelled, that Newton has remained same. So the units is Newton satisfies. Now after getting the all characteristics of a bar element, a stiffness matrix, global displacement vector and force vector, bring all these three values in terms of a equilibrium condition, that is equilibrium equation for a bar element, step number 4 of finite element method, that is a kq is equals to f. A k value we have found 10 power 5 5.83 minus 5.83 minus 5.83 5.83 q1 q2. Force is equals to 60 we have taken from here. So this one, and then this and this one we have equated. Now after that, getting the equilibrium equation, we know that this is a generalized equation. Now we'll apply the boundary condition for a given problem. Node number 1 is a fixed q1 is equals to 0 due to its fits. At node number 2, q2 is equals to question mark due to free and forced. Due to this condition, q1 is equals to 0, we'll remove the first row and first column of the element. So we have here, this one is the first row and first column, which I have eliminated. After eliminating, we have this 5.83, 2 cross 2 matrix becomes 1 cross 1 matrix. Over here is this one into q2 is equals to 60 into 10 to the power of 5. What we have here, this 2 cross 2 matrix becomes 1 cross 1 matrix. Then 10 to the power of 5 we have taken common here. 5.83 into q2 is equals to 6. Then q2 is equals to 60 divided by this value, we got that is equals to 102.91 into 10 to the power of 6 millimeter. The displacement at the free end at this node due to application of a distributed load in a given bar element is equals to 102.91 into 10 to the power of 6. Now we have the displacement vector. First condition we have found q is equals to q1 q2. Q1 is equals to 0, q2 is equals to this. Just I have removed 10 to the power of 6. Then this value is equals to 0.001029 mm. To find the next bit in the given problem, we found this nodal displacement. Then we have to find this stress in a element. The stress in a element, we know that to find the stress in a element, we have equation sigma E is equals to EE divided by LE minus 1 QI plus 1, where E is equals to 1. So this is the equation what we have, where I is equals to 1 and E is equals to 1 for an element. So then this equation is yields to sigma 1, that only one element we have. I'll take sigma E1 L1 minus 1 1. Then I means Q1, this one, and QI plus 1 becomes 2. So then we have here Q1, then we have a Q1 and Q2. So we found that Q1 and Q2 value, substitute that value here. So after substituting this value, simplify the equation, calculate this value which is equals to 58.33, multiply this value inside the matrix. This becomes minus 58.33 plus 58.33, and this as it is I have taken. Then resolve these two matrix, 1 cross 2 into 2 cross 1 matrix. You will get a 1 cross 1 matrix, minus 58.33 into 0 plus 58.33 into 0.0001029. This value is equals to, we have 0, and then this is equals to 6.0025 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Newton per millimeter square. Stress in element due to a P naught is equals to 100 Newton per meter is 6.0025 into 10 to the power of minus 3 Newton per millimeter square. Thank you for listening my lecture.